Good morning. I'm Kevin Schulz, and I've gotten to the point in my life where I've started dressing like a dad and riding mid-lengths too. I'm having a little midlife crisis, but I've found something that I really enjoy, and now I'm riding down to uppers at 7 a.m. just like the rest of them, and just participating in the forbidden sin of riding a mid-length in the mornings down here. But this one's a little different. Goes better, goes faster, turns sharper, so a little more my speed. But yeah, I've been liking this. This is the Mid6 by Harley, Ingleby, and Bill Tolhurst in Thunderbolt technology. And yeah, I didn't make any friends at lowers the other day when I rode it, but had fun. I think if this board had a slogan, it would be "Your wave is now my wave," because it just out paddles anybody and everybody on a normal shortboard. And I guess I feel bad doing it, but lately with the crowd's been needing as much help as I can get around here. I saw Harley first post about this board on the Firewire Surfboards account, and he was just ripping, and I couldn't believe how good he was surfing this thing, and I was like, okay, that's the mid-length I wanna jump on. So this thing ranges anywhere from 7.0 to like 7.10 or something, and even beyond that. And Harley was just absolutely dominating. So I messaged him and the Firewire guys, and they actually had this one sitting in the factory here, and it was for Harley. And this is just a stock 7.0 that was sitting in the rack, but Harley couldn't make it over from Australia. So I ended up grabbing this thing, and the rest is kind of history. My first few sessions on it, I was tripping. I couldn't believe how well it would turn, and then I was actually able to get the thing in the air a few times. It was unbelievable. It's so light, so responsive. You can surf it like a normal shortboard, but just on those days, if you want to mix it up or you want a little extra paddle power, this board's kind of the magic stick. And people might hate you a little bit for riding a mid-length, but it is what it is, and just don't try not to overstep your boundaries and catch too many waves on it. But it's really easy to do. It's good for a wave like Cottons or uppers or something, and I've definitely had a crack on it out at lowers, and just wait your turn, wait for the waves that you would normally go on. But yeah, this thing it's been my little surfboard special, little mid-length special. Oh, this is the hard part right here. Sand. How are you, Cohen? You should try it. You should try this board. It's so good. It goes here. Feel this thing. It goes like a
midi.
Yeah, that's the mid-length. And you can do airs on it. Not even kidding.
It's just like a giant shortboard.
It is like a giant shortboard, but I feel like you can almost ride it at like pipe or big blacks, and it'd be a tube shooter, or it could be just your small wave flow motion special if you just want to catch a lot of waves.
Have you tried to put it on rail on a bigger
Yes.
open face?
Yes.
And it goes?
It goes.
It's only 40 liters, so I mean
Yeah.
rail should bite.
Rail should bite. It should, theoretically. So on the mid-length, I feel like I need to wax the nose just because it's like a longboard, but I don't actually use all of that up there, but just I feel like I have to. It looks natural. But I've got some little tiny pressure dings up here from trying airs on this board, so my feet do move a lot, I guess. Like this board's cool because it's got so much surface area that I actually can move my feet quite a bit when I'm surfing. So I feel like my front foot will range anywhere from here up to here if I'm turning, and like can get my back foot way up on the stomp pad too. It's just it's cool. On a shortboard, I don't move my feet that much, but on this thing, I've got so much surface area that I kind of can move around a little bit and play with where I'm surfing it. And depending on if I'm surfing it as a thruster like I am here, or a quad, I'll try and get my back foot a little more centered over the pad, over the fins, whereas the thruster, I'll try and get my back foot over this back fin. I'm a pretty back-footed surfer, I would consider, and I try and get my back foot almost not on top of it, but as pressed against this back kick as I can. And I think that just allows me to like push off really hard back here. It just feels, and I've got a real knock knee back leg. And that's a personal preference, but yeah, this thing is, try and get my foot way back on the kick, and it just allows the pivot to go down. So these fins are the Danman Firewires, and this template's pretty normal template. It's just got pretty standard rake, a little flip on the tip right here, and these are kind of a good everyday fin. The quad set in the back, I don't have them with me, but they are relatively straight up and down, and so I rock those when I'm surfing beach breaks. This board as a mid-length is fast. It drives really hard, so these fins, any board that's really a drivey surfboard, these fins allow a lot of pivot, which is why I'm putting them in this board. Just allows me to turn this board over a little easier, a little faster. But don't tell Harley, because I know he loves his HI quads. All right, I'm gonna answer all your questions in the comments, but first, my 3 favorite things about this board, the Mid6, are the speed that it carries through sections, how light it is, and then the versatility of waves that you can ride it in. I think one of my favorite things about the Thunderbolt technology is it really makes it easier to like a mid-length as a shortboarder. It's light, it's durable, it's easy to push on rail, and it just feels more normal than what you'd be used to on a typical mid-length. A normal glass job, as opposed to the Thunderbolt, is going to feel a lot heavier, harder to push around, harder to surf. So I love that about the Thunderbolt. I've had this board for quite a while now. There's not even a heel dent in it. It's great. All right, if anybody has questions about this board, the construction, fin system, anything about it, drop them in the comments below. Type out and I'll answer and try and help you guys. I'm gonna go rip this thing out at San Clemente Pier right now, and should be a fun time. Talk to you.